What's up, everyone? How you guys doing today? I hope everybody is super awesome. So what's been going on? Alright. We got a War Robots question and answer stream for you guys today, so if you got questions, maybe I got some answers. Where are we at? There we go. Alright, I see you, Palm. What's up, Mech? What's going on? MD, nice to see ya. So what do you guys think? We're going to be having a bunch of nerfs and buffs coming pretty soon. I'm still really looking forward to them. I can't wait till they nerf the Ochi-Kochi, honestly. That thing drives me nuts. The Ochi-Kochi drives me nuts. That's all I'm going to say. I think it's good they're going to nerf some of the stuff, but honestly, I really just wish they would stop bringing out things that were overpowered in the first place, and then they wouldn't have to nerf things, right? Just balance. I wish they would balance the game a little more. That would be super nice. That would just be super awesome. Alright, so let me go ahead and, I don't think that's helping. I'm trying to set up this compressor that comes with OBS Studio, and I really don't like it. It's kind of weird. It's a weird deal, but, it is what it is, I suppose. Are you guys here? It's awfully quiet today. Let me hit the refresh chat or something. Either nobody's saying anything, or you guys, or my thing's broken. Okay, there we go. What's up, DJ? What's up, Volker? What's up, Lewis? How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing awesome. I don't know. Something sounds funny on the stream today. Don't know what it is, but something sounds a little weird. Oh well. The darn streaming software is being a big old pain in my butt. Ah, Volker is busy at work. Hopefully you're having a good work day. Otaku says, I got a scorpion today. You know, Scorpion's a fun little robot. I mean, it's not one of the better robots in the game at the moment, but it's a very fun little assassin. It's fun to play. If you put the right weapons on that thing, you can still do really, really well with it. How's it going? DJ says, hackers treat you. Not sure what you mean there, but... Hey, Lewis. I have 6 views only. Yeah, the stream just started and I didn't schedule it early, so it'll only take a few minutes for people to roll in. What's up, God of War? How you doing today? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add something here. Gain. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, if you guys got game questions, feel free to ask. Alright. There we go. That's a little better. I hope that's a little better. I don't know. It should be a little better. Maybe. Sorta. Kinda. I don't know. To me, my microphone sounds funny today. I don't know why, but something sounds kind of funny. Not sure what it is. DJ says I have 3 invaders. Yeah, invaders are awesome, actually. I'm a big fan of Invader. I like that robot. A lot. I like it a lot. Here we go. There is my camera. So, most of you guys know I have an autoimmune disease and I lay down, so. I tried to rig up something that doesn't look like... Maybe it doesn't look like I'm laying down. I don't know if that looks good or bad or ugly, but yeah. Does that look terrible? I mean, at least you can see me, right? Some people always complain that I don't have the camera on the live streams, but... It sucks not being able to sit in a chair very long like a normal person, but it is what it is, I suppose. Alright, hold on. Let me change something else here. All I know is my stream sounds really weird. David says I might have to jump off for a few. Alright, man. Well, we'll catch you in a bit if you gotta go. Alright, so what's better, Spike Ravena or Sonic Ravena? Honestly, I think the Sonics are way better if you play it correctly. That is such a good deal. Spikes kind of suck these days, unfortunately. I'm not a big fan of the spikes. I mean, the shield's nice, but they just don't do enough damage. Like, I love the shield from the spikes, but they shoot so slowly now. It's like by the time you get the darn thing going. I'm going to get really quiet for a second because I got to fix this. Alright, so I'm probably really quiet right now, right? Okay, hold on. Let me get that right there. And then let me go ahead and crank this one up a little bit. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. There we go. Does that sound better? I definitely hope so. Warden, what's up, my man? How are you today? White boy, what's going on? David, IT, what's up? IT says, will there be anything else with the Scorpion in gift marathon? Actually, I don't know what they're giving away. I actually had no idea they were even doing the gift marathon thing, but I think it's really cool that they are. I think that's super cool that they're doing that, honestly. DJ says, sounds better. Good. Gunner says, hope you have a good stream. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Mech wants to know, when do I think the new map will come out? I actually don't know. I think they're planning on releasing it on the next update. That's just kind of speculation. But I think it's going to be on the next update. Don't quote me on that just in case I'm wrong. But that's what we're thinking is next update, new map. It looks like it's fun. It's going to be a really small map, so it's not going to be much for snipers. Like, you're not going to be able to snipe on that map because that map is going to be really slow. I think, like, from one end to the other is only going to be like 500 meters or something, so yeah. Kind of a cool deal, actually. I think I kind of like how they're doing that. Ayo, how you doing? He says, hi, Danny Mender Ultimate. Now, that would actually be kind of cool to have an Ultimate Mender. Whoa, why? I don't understand why my screen changed on me. Hold on. I got some sort of weird thing going on with the screen there, guys. I apologize. I'm not sure why it went to the ending screen. I apologize. Some of you guys probably left. You guys are probably like, oh no, the screen's ending. But yeah, that's just me messing it up is all. That's all that was, is me messing things up. Oh well. DJ said he wants maps like Unreal Tournament. I've never actually played that, so I'm not familiar with it. I actually don't know what Unreal Tournament is. I mean, I've heard of it, but I've never played it before. Lewis is trying to do the task for the Titan. Nice. I hope you get it, buddy. I assume you're trying to get the ultimate Ao Ming, right? That would be really nice to have if you can get it. I'd be all about it, honestly. I would love to have that thing. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna be any good though. That's the only problem, is it might not be the greatest. It might be okay. I mean, only time will tell, I suppose. Kylan, how you doing today? Nice to see ya. White Boy wants to know when they're going to catch the cheaters and hackers. Alright, so the thing is, they're actually getting rid of a lot of cheaters and hackers. But the problem is, like, I know they're not getting rid of all of them. But they have removed a lot of hackers from the game. So some of them do get caught. Like, for example, there was a guy on first place on Legend League, and he was definitely hacking. They banned that guy's account, and he's now gone. So they do get some of the hackers. The problem is, I think there's so many people doing it, and some of them are using like the small hacks. It seems like 60 or 70% of the players are probably running the small hacks, which really stinks, but that's what they're doing, unfortunately. Those hackers are all over the place, and it's terrible. It's terrible, guys. I don't know why so many people got to be hackers. We hate the hackers. Ah, Tab just got a Shenlao. Awesome, buddy. That is awesome. Arya, hey, nice to see you, buddy. He says, oh, Mini Danny. Yeah, I got to keep it small or it looks terrible because it's a crappy camera. And, you know, I usually lay down when I stream, so hopefully you won't be able to notice that I'm actually laying down. So at least you'll be able to see me, like, move around and talk a little bit. Even if I'm really small, it's got to be better than nothing, right? I got my green sheet over my pillow, and I turned on the green screen thing, so... Mex says, have you seen the D-Gems? No, I haven't seen those yet. I know that's something that's supposed to be coming, but I haven't really got any real information about it yet. Did they announce that those were being released or what? I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. So DJ, when I'm doing question and answer streams, this is just pre-recorded game footage. I can't play and focus on answering everybody's questions at the same time. That would pretty much be impossible. But yeah, I would love them to get rid of the hackers sooner than later. One of these days, maybe they'll come up with a really good anti-cheat that actually works. I know they were trying to get one going, but I just think they were having problems with it, unfortunately. But yeah, someday they'll get one, right? Don't know when, but one of these days, maybe we'll be super lucky and they will get all the hackers. We need to get all the hackers and get those turds out of here. Personally, I'm not a fan of that, but, you know, some people do that, unfortunately. I hate hackers, guys. I hate hackers. You gotta be like, I would imagine you gotta be a pretty bad player in order to hack. I mean, think about it. If you were really good at the game, you probably wouldn't need to hack, right? Lewis says, what if they make another map for Titans alone, no robots? So you would like to see a battle mode where they just have Titans and that's it. That would definitely be interesting. I mean, I don't know if they're ever going to do anything like that or not, but that would be pretty interesting if they did. I think a lot of people would enjoy it, to tell you the truth. I don't expect that to ever happen, but you know, if you got ideas like that, you can always contact game support and let them know your ideas. And I mean, you never know, maybe one of these days they'll be like, okay, let's go ahead and do it. It can't hurt to try, you know what I'm saying? Definitely can't hurt to try. But yeah, I mean, I gave them some ideas for some game modes before, and unfortunately it never happened. It would have been cool if it would have, but you know, it is what it is. We could definitely use some more game modes, I will say that. Dark Matter, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Yeah, I kind of rigged up a face cam for the day. I figured I would try it out and see what people say. I'm trying to make it so you can't really tell that I lay down, just so it doesn't look weird. I don't know. It probably looks weird still, doesn't it? Does it look weird? Otaku says, how is this hanging? Ravena with Sonics, Fenrir with Sonics, Behemoth Glory, Invader Shatter, Skyros Mace, Luchador Vajra. I like it. I think that's a nice hanger. Now my only concern about that would be that the Fenrir is a little bit hard to play. All right, the Fenrir is a little bit hard to play with 200-meter range weapons because he's kind of slow. So I think I would want to have at least a 350-meter weapon on the Fenrir, if not a 500-meter. But you know, some people get really good with the Sonic Fenrir, but I don't think it really works for me, at least. It might work for you, but Dark says the face cam is good, but I see a little bit of the background. Yeah, you know, green screens, you got to have them perfectly lit or things get a little bit weird. So it's impossible. Like, for the way I got it set up, it's kind of, that's the best it's going to get, unfortunately. Filters. See, that's what it looks like without the, I just put a green sheet behind me. And then if I turn on the little thing there, yeah, it's definitely not perfect. That's one of the reasons I have it smaller as well, is because it's definitely not perfect. But for today, it's going to work out. If I had like better lighting in this area, maybe I could get it to work, but White Boy says, I kind of wish they'd go back to the old way instead of all the new updates and all the other stuff. I'm not really sure what you mean, but the main things I don't really like right now is I don't really enjoy the fact that we have about a million different negative effects like lockdown, freeze, suppression, blinding, EMP, gravity amplifier, the new mothership. Like, everything makes so you can't play the game properly anymore, and that gets on my nerves. So I hear you. There's so many things I wish they would do differently right now, but unfortunately, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of things I would love to see them doing differently. PM, how you doing today? He says, Unknown Shatter Mark II or Freedom Mace. Mace or Shatter. Here's the thing about Shatter. I think the Shatter is getting nerfed in a couple weeks. Right now, I would go with the Shatter, but after the nerf, I'm not 100% sure which one's going to be better. Mace is extremely good. Mace are great weapons. I don't think they're going to be nerfing the mace type of weapons again anytime soon, so you definitely cannot go wrong with those. If you like shotgun type of weapons, I think just about anybody would really like those. But right now, I would say the Splinter type of weapons, like the Splinter, Versant, and whatever the other thing you said was, I already forgot, are a little bit better, but we won't know for sure until after the nerf happens in a few weeks which one's better at that time. What do I think about the Cinder buff? Dark Matter, I think that's kind of cool that they're planning on buffing these Cinders. I actually like that. I think that'll be nice. I think that's alright. You know, Cinders kind of need it because they suck right now. So I think the Cinders could definitely use a buff to make them playable again. I mean, there's not a whole lot of robots that they're worth playing on to begin with. So you have to have on the right robot. But if you could go with like Minos Cinder, you know, that would be pretty awesome. That would make the Minos really fun to play and awesome again. Panic, I'm doing pretty good, buddy. How about yourself? Hope you are doing awesome. My head itches. Don't make fun of me. Alright. Alright, so the Labrys are great weapons. Again, those are being nerfed in a couple of weeks. I would hold off. So if you look at the nerf and buff list, I would hold off on upgrading anything that's probably going to be nerfed in the next few weeks, because we really don't know how good or bad some of that stuff is going to be after it gets changed. So right now, it would be a really good idea to hold off on upgrading something like that. So as of right now, they're awesome, but in 2 weeks, I don't know if they're still going to be awesome. They might be horrible in 2 weeks. That's the problem there. Akalusi says, what's better between Jaeger, Invader, and Skyros and Wayland? Alright, Jaeger is terrible. Jaeger is a terrible robot. It dies very, very easily. It's designed for sniping, but it's very, very hard to keep alive. Do not, I repeat, do not upgrade a Jaeger. But out of everything that you mentioned there, the Wayland is cool. Right, I like the Wayland, but it's still kind of an older, outdated bot that's really not all that good. It's nice, but it's not wonderful. Now, the Wayland is getting a buff, so in a couple of weeks, the Wayland may or may not be worth playing in a few weeks, but Invader is actually a great robot. So you cannot go wrong with the Invader if you like a jumping spider tank. That's a lot of fun to play. And I think you said something about Skyros, right? Skyros is a really good robot for getting and holding beacons. I'm pretty sure you said Skyros, but I lost the comment. Where'd that comment go? But yeah, Invader is probably the best out of all of them. So Magnums. Alright, so DJ, even with the autopilot, the Magnums are still terrible weapons, so honestly, I would not run Magnums. I don't think the Magnums are that good. So I would say no to the Magnums no matter what you do. They just don't put off enough damage. White Boy says, I have 3 of the limited invaders. Nice. You can't complain about that, I'll tell you. Coburn says, nice, you got the webcam going. How does it look, Coburn? Does it look okay? I mean, I kind of got to rig it up a little bit. The webcam is at a bad angle and everything else because of the way I live stream, but what's your opinion? Does it look good or crappy? I don't even think I can like look at the camera properly because I got it like up here somewhere, and it's not ideal, but it's just my cheap, crappy webcam. Dark says, I don't understand why Pixonic is nerfing the grenade launchers. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you don't really see anybody playing those, so it doesn't make any sense to me either. I have no idea why they're nerfing the grenade launchers. I honestly wish they wouldn't. they should just leave the grenade launchers as is, in my opinion. I mean, they are really strong weapons, and I'm not really sure why more people aren't playing them, because they're actually really good. The grenade launchers are super awesome weapons, honestly. So, in my opinion, it's really strange that they're nerfing them, but I can understand why they're doing it, but I don't understand why they're doing it at the same time. Coburn, you don't want to see the details, man. This webcam probably looks crappy because, like I said, I'm laying down. It's a cheap camera. The camera looks ugly. The lighting is not good, so having it a little smaller is probably the better way to do it, because I probably look a little less weird since it's smaller. Alright, so Abstim, how you doing today, buddy? He says, Danny, I have put a level 8 decay, Mark II level 4 links. Yeah, decay on links is really good. Decay on links is great. I would definitely try and level that stuff up a little more. Alright, so Salazar says, Danny, is it worth upgrading the Labrys for the Amugi? So Amugi's cool. I like the Amugi. It's a fun robot. Bersant for Fenrir. Yeah, I mean, we're not going to know what those things are like after they get nerfed until the nerf happens, so we can only guess whether it's going to be good or bad. Yeah, we're talking about the grenade launchers like the Labrys. Clash, how you doing today, buddy? Nice to see you. Panic says, ultimates are so much to upgrade, I gotta grind a lot of FFA. Oh yeah, for sure. They make the ultimates way too expensive, in my opinion. It's kind of crazy that they made them that cost that much. I mean, it's pretty insane. It's like, hey, let's make them like a fortune to upgrade. But honestly, I mean, if I ever do get any ultimate stuff, I'm not sure that I'm ever going to upgrade it, just because it's almost not worth it. Like the cost to get it and upgrade it, in my opinion, really isn't worth it. I mean, sure, they're really good, but I'm fine without it. You know what I mean? Coolburn says, every season they release the numbers of what equipment is being used in Legend League. Where do you see that? I've never seen that before. Where are you finding that? I would like to be able to find that out, honestly. That would be pretty nice to be able to see. But yeah, I have no idea where you're finding that info, but that's cool, I guess. Dark says, I won the ultimate Corona. Those shotguns are amazing. Like, those shotguns are super amazing, actually. Crazy expensive to level up, but man, they are good. Alright, so Gamer786 wants to know what's the best robots to make in the workshop. So I made a video about that a couple months ago, and it's still pretty relevant, but right now I would say Fenrir, Invader. I'm trying to remember what's in there. Fenrir, Invader, Ravana. What else? Those are three of the best ones. Kefri's really good, I think. I think Kefri's a good robot. Harpy can be pretty cool. If you want to roll around in a ball and grab beacons, the Skyros is pretty nice. I think you can build some of the Pantheon bots like Ares and Hades. Those are fun, but mainly if you don't have a Fenrir or an Invader, those are two that I would say are almost must-haves that come out of there. Dark says, are you going to make an updated... You say Titan guide? Is that what that says? That dumb little heart's in the way. I'm going to tell you what, YouTube really makes me mad with that addition to that dumb heart that's right in the way, blocking people's comments so I can't read them. YouTube, you stink. You stink, YouTube. What's wrong with those people, man? Why they got to be like that? That's all I got to say. I think that says updated Titan guide. You know, every few months, like twice a year maybe, I do make a new Titan guide, but things haven't really changed that much right now. But after the nerfs and buffs happens, I'm probably going to have to make a new one. Joey says, I don't even play anymore, Danny, and I feel bad about the new currency issue. What do you mean by issue exactly? I'm not really sure what you're referring to by a currency issue. Please elaborate a little bit. Are you talking about those new gem things that are coming out? Because I actually don't really know very much about those. I don't know how they're going to work or anything, so I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing or what, but let me open up the game news section and see if I can find something on there. Let me see if they announced anything about that, because I know those things are supposed to be coming, those D-gems, but I haven't heard anything about it lately. I know a couple people have been talking about D-gems or new resources, so... War Robots game news. Yeah, where are you guys seeing stuff about resources? I don't see anything about that being announced anywhere. Wait, they're actually on the game? Are you kidding me? Hold on, let me log on to the game and see what this is about. Hold on a second. Yeah, we got to see what's going on here with these new gems. Let's go up here for a minute. You can see my phone here. That's kind of cool. All right, let's log on and take a look at this. We got to figure out exactly what's going on. Yeah, we already have like 90 currencies. Alright, so where are these gems at? So if you go in here, you can get a free scorpion today, so that's cool. Make sure you guys collect your free scorpion. Silver, huge opening, giveaways, they were buffed. Alright, your Titans, Lunar New Year's. Yeah, where are you seeing these? Ah, I see. Here we go. You can get 10,000 for $100. The question is, what do you buy with these? I see what's going on here. So now you can use real money or these gems to purchase things in here. What about robots or weapons? Let's find like a newer, really good robot and see if there's a way to purchase it with D-gems. I mean, I don't know if this is a bad thing or a good thing, honestly. It may not be such a bad thing. Okay, all exclusive, can't get it, yeah, whatever. So you can't buy robots or weapons with it, I don't think. So I'm guessing it's just going to be... Why do I keep clicking on the wrong thing? So I guess it's just going to be stuff you can buy in here. I don't know. I do not know. That's interesting, though. Huh. So for, yeah, 1,000, so for 2,000, you can get that. So I do know they were supposed to be coming out with a currency that'll buy anything you want in the game. Interesting. But Dark, I agree with you. We already got too many currencies. I'm going to have to find out more about these D-gems, because there's got to be cheaper ways to get these, right? What's up, Edward? Nice to see ya. Gamer, how you doing? Can you... Alright. I wonder if there's some other way to get these. Can you earn them from games? Can you earn them from battles? It's kind of weird. Very weird. I don't really know. It's kind of a crazy deal how they got some of this stuff going on, though. Alright. So back to the question and answer thing, because I don't know, Dark. It looks like you can just buy it with real money, and then you can buy things in the daily deals with it. So, don't know. I do not know so much about that, honestly. I don't know a whole lot about that, but it looks pretty interesting. Let's look. Let's see the leaderboards. The leaderboards have any? What about operations passes? I have a feeling the new operations will have it, right? Let's find out. I'm looking at the new operations pass, and I don't see any of those gems in there. Oh wait, that's not the new one. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. Never mind, that's the old one. Missy Scott, how you doing? Nice to see ya. Yeah, it's kind of a... I just don't know what to think about that. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but... if you could actually buy anything you wanted with it, that would make life easier, just to be able to be like, hey, you know, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I think about that, honestly. It's kind of a strange deal, I guess. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying there? You know what I'm saying there? Jamel says, D-Gems, LOL. Mrs. Scott says, Rip Toby Keith. Did he die? What happened to Toby Keith? Yeah, what happened to him? I didn't know there was anything wrong with him, man. Huh. Crazy. That's kind of sad, man. Country singers, you know? That's a bummer. That's definitely a bummer. Alright, so just remember, if you guys got some game questions, feel free to ask. I don't know much about the new currency yet, but That's definitely interesting. Oh, dang it. How did I do that? That's weird. I'm just talking to myself. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm talking to myself. Don't pay any attention, okay? Just pay zero attention to my weirdness. I wish the dumb YouTube chat thing wouldn't do what it does sometimes. It gets on my nerves. But that's alright. Oh, man. I don't know what I think. I really don't know what I think about that, though. Kind of weird. The new currency. I mean, in some ways, I guess that would be nice, but in some other ways, it might be a pain in the butt. Kron says, when's the next update going to take effect? We got about 27 days left on the current event, so I would say sometime within the next about 30 days. Probably about 30 days from now. What's up, Ale? How you doing? Nice to see ya. Yeah, 30 more days, guys. 30 more days. That's probably when we'll see all the nerfs, all the buffs, and who knows what else. Am I going to answer the question that you made above some time ago? Maybe. What question was it? The only question I see from you earlier was one I already answered, so maybe ask again because I don't see it on the YouTube chat. Oh wait, I think I found it. Is this it? Where you said I have a Ravena, Typhon, a Mugi, Harpy, and a Curry in my hangar. Which robot should I keep or replace for either a Fenrir or Dagon or a Crisis? Alright, so those are all really good. Those are all really, really good robots, right? Man. If you're good with the Ravena, it is a beast. I don't know how good you are with the Ravena, but the Ravena can be a super beast if you play it correctly. Typhon can be really good. I think it's a little squishy these days. I mean, personally, I think the robot that I would pull out of there would be the Typhon. I would rather play a Fenrir or a Dagon over the Typhon, but I don't know so much about a Crisis. I mean, if you're playing Team Deathmatch, Crisis might be kind of cool, but in Beacon games, Crisis is not an ideal robot. I would rather have a robot like a Fenrir or a Dagon that will work on any game mode than something like a Crisis that's really not a great choice for Beacon games. So I guess I would either pull out the Typhon or I would pull out the Harpy, depending on which one you like the least. Comment. What's up, buddy? No, Scotty's pretty terrible. It runs out of ammo quickly and it has a really long reload time. So personally, I wouldn't upload the Scotty weapons. They're not that good anymore, unfortunately. So no, don't mess with those. At one time they were awesome, but unfortunately now they're just kind of so-so, I guess you would say. But they're pretty bad at the moment. So yeah, I wouldn't upgrade those. Alright, which special offer is worth buying? I have no idea which special offers you have. More than likely, the ones I have could be different than the ones you have, so it's hard to tell you what you should or shouldn't buy. But yeah, I don't know which offers you have available. Alright, so he says, what about replacing the Harpy for the Fenrir and the Typhon for the Dagon? You could definitely do that. I mean, Dagon is probably better than the Typhon at the moment. I mean, the Dagon's got crazy fire powers. I mean, the Fenrir is a tank, so I mean, you could do that, and it's also nice to have some variety to play. So if you think about it, that might be kind of nice because you could just change things in and out then if you wanted, if you have those other ones leveled up. So if you get a little bit bored, you can just switch a few things around in your hangar and play that. So I think that would work pretty well, actually, if you switched those things out and then just kind of rotated them as you felt like playing something a little different. Jamil says, never purchase the offers that ask for your soul. I've never seen an offer ask for my soul. But if it did, I don't think I would buy that one. I mean, there might be some people out there that would buy that one, but I think I probably wouldn't buy that one, honestly. All right, so what do I think about the new D-Gems? I really don't know. It's too early to tell. I mean, it seems like a cool deal, but we don't really have any information on what all you're going to be what all you're going to be able to do with them. Are they going to replace anything eventually? Don't really know about the D-Gems yet. So as far as the D-Gems, your guess is as good as mine as far as how that's going to work. It could be a really cool thing, or it could be a really bad thing. I hope it doesn't end up being a bad thing, because we don't need bad things, we need good things. But it could go either way, I guess. Ryan says, Danny, don't know why, but seeing you makes me happy. Hey, that's good, actually. Being happy is a good thing, right? Thanks for coming to the stream. Missy Scott, did he die during the interview? Wow. Stomach cancer. She says, Toby Keith had an interview and he said he was ready to go home, and then he passed away from stomach cancer. Crap. It sucks that people have health problems and stuff like that. I mean, it really sucks that people have to have so many issues. Like, as humans, we're built kind of squishy, right? Humans are squishy. We only talk about robots being squishy, but us people are also squishy, unfortunately. But not much we can do about it, I guess. Sucks, but it is what it is, I suppose. But that's a bummer. That's a real bummer. How old was he, Missy Scott? Probably wasn't in his 50s or 60s, I'm guessing. That is a bummer. Yep. Now you're bumming me out. Ah. You're bumming me out, Missy Scott. Oh well. Alright, Niggin says I'm back now. What up, Niggin? How's your day going? Alright, so Salzer says I'm also thinking in Titans, in your opinion. Which one is better? Both with sonic weapons. Luchador with 3 TRA. What is TRA? And 1 DC. What is DC? I don't know what a TRA or a DC is. I don't know what those things are. Now, onslaught reactors. Yeah, onslaughts are nice for more damage. Oh, DC, I'm guessing, is a damage controller. Personally, I don't think I like the damage controllers, but when you guys type abbreviations, I don't know why, I never understand what those are. I hate abbreviations more than anything. Please type out the entire thing because I'll never know what you guys are talking about. Y'all will just confuse me and I'll be like, what's going on? What's happening? You know what I mean? So just type up the whole thing so you don't confuse me. Alright, so honestly, it's kind of like this right now. Titan repair amplifiers are the best things you can get for your Titans. Titan repair amplifiers are great. So there's really only about 3 Titan modules that I like right now. I really like the Grand Balance units, I like the repair amplifiers, and I like the onslaughts. Those are about the only 3 modules I would put on any Titans at the moment. I mean, there may be some exceptions, but that's basically how I think you should be doing it. Now, if I can run 2 repair amps, I'm going to run 2 repair amps. Now, like on a Luchador, I might consider running 3 or 4 repair amps just because I want to make it as tough as possible, as quickly as possible. But you should have at least 2 of those repair amplifiers on every Titan. Hey, Retro, how's it going? Nice to see ya. He says, hi, Ghost Boy. Who's Ghost Boy? Is there a Ghost Boy in the stream? I don't see the Ghost Boy. Alright, so I'm turning into a ghost now, so now I can be the Ghost Boy, right? I'm gonna fade in if... Ooh. Alright, I know I'm weird. I know I'm a weirdo. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm a strange one. It's okay. Alright. I have fun though. You know, I might be weird, but I have fun. How about that? I'm having a good time. Pretending to be a ghost. As long as you're having fun, you know, you're doing okay. That's how I look at it. Oh, okay. You're talking about in-game names. Gotcha. Gotcha. XR Best, what's going on, buddy? I've been seeing Leos the last couple of days as well. I don't know if there was a YouTuber that made a video about the Leo or what, but there's a lot of Leos all over the place. And I notice a lot of times when like Manny or Adrian or me or somebody makes a video about something, you'll see more of those out for several days. So I don't know if he made a video about those or what. All right, tips for fighting the Curry. Yeah, curry is very hard to deal with. It can be very hard to kill if somebody builds it correctly. Tips for fighting against curry. Shoot it. Shoot it more. Shoot it again. Shoot it another time. Shoot it over here. Shoot it over there. Shoot it up this way. Just keep shooting it. And eventually it's going to die. But my best advice for curry, though, is if it drops your turrets, if it drops its turrets, maybe get behind cover if you can, and try not to get shot by those things. And of course, you know, when it goes into the ability, it gains a huge amount of hit points, which means it's way harder to kill when it's in the ability. So if it goes into the ability, if you can hide and get back behind cover and then attack it when the ability ends, you're going to have a much easier time killing it. But it's not a very easy robot to deal with, honestly. It's actually quite hard to deal with. So Iger, okay, XR says Iger made a Leo video. That might have something to do with it. Iger makes some pretty good videos. Alright, Retro says, will they ever give us a good meta robot for free? Maybe, but probably I wouldn't count on it. It's always a possibility, but I definitely wouldn't count on it. I mean, we never really know what they're going to do for sure, but I wouldn't expect them to give us any meta robots for free. All I can do is speculate on what they might do is the only thing. Xenotoad, what's up, buddy? Dark says they gave us a free Scorpion. Yeah, Scorpion's not meta though. Scorpion is not a meta bot. No, it's kind of still like if meta's up here, the Scorpion's like here. I don't know. That's a big hand on the camera. Yeah. I don't know. Don't ask. But no, I don't expect them to give us any really good robots for free anytime soon unless you win it from a giveaway. So if you want meta, if you're looking for like a Curry or an Ochikochi or just like the newest and the best of the best, you're probably going to want to enter as many giveaways as you can find on YouTube, because that or spending money are probably the only ways you're really going to get one unless you're super lucky. Now, some people get like their free data pads and they open the first one and the robot just pops out and they get it for free. So that does happen occasionally. A typical, what's wrong, buddy? He says, I hate life, may I take it? Is that what you meant to say? You doing okay? I'm not 100% sure what you mean by that, but that sounds pretty bad if I'm understanding that correctly. I hope you're doing alright, my man. I mean, life is definitely not fun at times, but you know, things always get better. Things get better. You know, you got good times in life, you got bad times in life. You just kind of got to roll with the punches sometimes, unfortunately, but that's the best you can really do sometimes. But yeah, I mean, sometimes things seem bad and horrible, but you know, it's like that sometimes. You just got to be tough and roll with the punches and do your best and, you know, do the best you can and be a good person. But yeah, man. I really do hope you're doing all right, bud. I get down in the dumps sometimes too. I used to get really depressed a long time ago. Like it's kind of interesting, but I have celiac disease, right? And once I stopped eating gluten, because if you have celiac disease and you eat gluten, it makes your body attack itself. And I used to get really depressed in the winter, and I would be like, "Oh man, it's winter time." But after I stopped eating gluten, like that kind of went away. So, I mean, I know what it feels like to be down in the dumps, and it's not very fun. But things always get better, bud. Dark says, what are the best builds pilot modules for Scorpion? Alright, so I think the Ash Skarsgård or whatever is the best pilot for the Scorpion. I think sonic weapons are really, really good, or the brand new weapons that just came out. Or ultimate version shotguns. Those are really good, actually. Those are very, very good. For modules, I would run damage modules. I would want to do as much damage as possible. So that's one of the rare cases where I would probably run I don't know, maybe a nuke amp and maybe even two of those, what are those old school damage ones? I forget what they're called, but all right, so Ryan, if you go into the game news, there should be a free Scorpion in there for you. All you gotta do is open up the news, and it should say, here, bam, have a Scorpion for free, so. XR Best says free-to-play weapons for Shenlao would be Mace and Hammer. Yeah, that would be excellent, actually. Dark says 2 thermonuclear reactors for Scorpion. No, it's not that. Overdrives. Overdrives. Or another cool choice could be cloaking units for him. Last Stand might be nice. I mean, there's a lot of... That's one of those things you almost have to play with. But actually, the more I think about it, I would probably run a Last Stand on the Scorpion. I think a Last Stand would be a really good choice for him, honestly. Niggin says 14 days of free gifts. Yeah, I don't know what all we're getting, but hey, man, we're off to a good start with a free Scorpion. Free Scorpions are really good. Here we go. Wait, doesn't work. Here, let me pull my... Look. Whoop, my thumb. I can pull my thumb off, guys. See that? I'm doing magic tricks over here. What do you think? Is that a good trick? I'm goofy, I know. XR says he's running a Fangbow and 2 Freedom Maces. That would be pretty good, actually. I think that would do you very well, to tell you the truth. Jamel. He says Sonic Scorpion with 2 nuke amps and at least a Last Stand with a whiteout drone. You know, that would be a really good setup as well. That would actually work out really well, so that's a good setup. Wait, white boy, why did you laugh so hard? What was so funny that you peed your pants? I hope you have hope you got some clean pants, buddy. I don't think I would want to pee my pants, but yeah. I think that I thank you for sharing though. You know, that's we were all definitely wondering, hey, is white boy gonna pee his pants today? So yeah, I guess he did. I had a feeling that was going to happen today for some reason, you know? Retro says, is Heimdall still good? Sort of. Heimdall is pretty good if you can get the repair amplifiers charged up, but the problem with Heimdall is the Newtons will pick you up and they'll zap you and kill you pretty much right away, so it's not wonderful, unfortunately. I don't know. It could be better, I suppose. It could be better, but it is what it is. What are good modules for the Shinlao? Yeah, put a nuke amp and 2 of those immune amps on there if you have them. Shinlao is really fun. Last Stand might be something you want to run on the Shinlao as well. So if you got a Last Stand, I would try that on there. I think it's a little bit squishy, so I think it benefits from the Last Stand. I don't think the repair amplifiers do as well on there, so I would say 1 Last Stand, 1 immune amp, and 1 nuke amp would be a really good setup on the Shinlao. That's how I think I would run mine most of the time. Dark says on Squishy Bots he likes 1 nuke amp and two immune amps. I mean, that's definitely a good setup. That's what I run on my Curry most of the time, and that works really good. But on the Squishier Bots, I think I do like to have a Last Stand. Yeah, Newtons are a giant pain. They kind of mess up everything. Like, if it wasn't for the Newton, I think the Heimdall would be awesome right now. But those darn Newtons picking you up and zapping you to death like that kind of mess everything up, honestly. I think that pretty much ruins everything. But it is what it is. Eventually, they're going to nerf that thing, you know what I mean? You guys are probably like, what the heck's going on over there? All right. Yeah, Newton, yeah, like Dark Matter said, Newton, Tone, and Fulgur, there's pretty much no skill in playing that setup. It's about as dumb and as boring as it gets, honestly. Like, I don't really know why anybody would feel like they need to play that thing. They're everywhere. They're dumb. They're horrible. They're boring. They're not fun. But I guess they're so overpowered and so easy to play. Everybody's just like, hey, let's play that. And it's just like, man, that sucks because it sucks. I hate those things, really. But you know, people can play whatever they want, but honestly, I wish they didn't play some of that stuff. Some of that stuff is really lame, but it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. Even though I don't like it. Just like the Ochi Kochi doesn't take any skill to play. Back when the Angler came out, that didn't take any skill to play. So it seems like if you come out with an overpowered robot that has 0 skill, everybody wants it. Everybody wants to have like 5 of those. Oh man, Missy Scott says, what about the Sirius? What should I use on it? Alright, 2 repair amplifiers. Let me see what else. Let me see what you can put on it. You definitely want 2 repair amplifiers on the Sirius. Okay, I would go with 2 repair amplifiers, a grand balance, and I would probably go with an onslaught. That's how I would run it. Now, as far as weapons go, I think the Veyron and Vora are probably your best bet on the weapons. Or the Maha and the Mahavajras would be really good on there as well. Jamil says, do Titan Bendies do well on a Newton? Yes. Unless you get picked up by a Newton and it zaps you to death from 800 meters away. But yes, those weapons will do good, very, very good on there, actually. They'll do really good on Minos as well if you play it correctly. Alright. XR says, I'd swap my immune with repair because after many teleports, it's pretty fragile without the Aegis. So I hope I win one. What are you trying to win? I missed something. Alright, so Krishna says, I think they didn't reduce the DOT damage on the Ochikochi from 40 to 60. I actually don't know. I can definitely tell that the Ochikochi is not as good as it was, but it's still a little bit too overpowered, but it's getting another nerf coming in a couple of weeks. I'm not sure when those nerfs are going to go live, but it is getting another nerf very soon. I know it just got one. I don't remember what it was they did to it on the one we just got, but another nerf is coming. So we will be seeing more nerfs on that very soon here. So I don't know if you're referring to the nerf that just happened or the one that's about to happen, but it may be a minute before that one happens. XR says, I got one repair amp from Gold Chest. Nice. That's awesome, actually. Let me read up through the chat. If I missed anybody's comments, I'm sorry. Why are so many people running the Lynx? Lynx is a really good robot, and they seem like they're pretty easy to get out of the crates and stuff. I've received a lot of Lynx. I've sold I don't know how many Lynx, so you know, when you open those crates, you're almost guaranteed to easily get a couple of Lynx here and there. Maybe not like guaranteed, but you know what I mean. Lynx is not that hard to get, and it's a good robot, so people are using them. Lynx is actually really good. You gotta play it well, though. XR, I don't know anything about the D-Gems currency yet, buddy. I don't have any opinion on that yet because it's too early to really see how it's going to work, what all you can do with it, and how you're going to be able to get it and stuff like that. So all I can do is really make a speculation on that, which I don't really want to do because we don't know enough about the D-Gems to really make an educated decision or a guess on whether they're going to be good, bad, or ugly. We don't know. It looks interesting. It does look interesting. It might be cool depending on how you get them and how much they cost, right? Is it going to replace something? Are they going to remove some of the current currencies and only have that? I mean, we don't really know. We don't know what they're planning on doing, so... Oh yeah, the Lynx. Yeah, a Lynx would be good for beating up a low hit point Ochikochi. So yeah, so there's definitely that. That is for sure. Lynx can beat up Titans as well when they're low on hit points. That Executioner thing is pretty strong on the Lynx, honestly, so I don't know. I guess I see why some people like it so much. Kron says, on the counterblind for the Seeker drone, why does it say from 600 meters? but show a radius of 500. I don't know. I wonder if there's a typo somewhere. Kron, I would bring that to game support's attention. Either if that's the case, either there's a typo or it's not working properly, one or the other. XR says the Lynx with Redeemers is best. That is awesome. Redeemer Lynx is a beast. It is a beast. I would like to play that, honestly. That would be really, really good. So, yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. Missy Scott says, I need to play to get more keys for the super chests. Yeah, super chests are nice. If it doesn't give you the same robot over and over and over and over, which sometimes it does, unfortunately. Alright, so we got a comment that says, in my opinion, a damage controller is better than a grand balance. If a serious sense, you take less gray damage. And you get more durability. So, I don't know. I like the grand balance because you're getting durability and you're getting extra damage. I mean, taking less gray damage is nice, but me personally, I think the grand balance is better. Now, I don't know. Maybe what's working for me may not be the best thing for you, but I'm a big fan of the grand balance units. I think those are really good, but that's just kind of my personal opinion, I guess. I guess you could always like something different than I like, but I'm looking through something here. I gotta try that. Does that do anything? Yeah. It sure does. I'm just playing with the I'm just playing with the webcam settings here. I'm just trying to figure out how to do something on the software there. All right, cool. I just learned you can rotate something sideways. I like that. Look at it go. All right. I was looking to see if that was something you could possibly do, and now you can. All right, cool. Sorry, guys. I'm playing with the streaming software. I like that. All right, let me put that back to 0. All right, that's cool. All right. All right, Missy Scott got a limited edition Harpy. What do y'all think of it? I just made a video about that the other day. It's a pretty cool robot. As long as you don't get zapped by a Newton, I suppose. Newton messes up everything, guys. Newton messes up everything. I hate Newton. He's a jerk. Newton is not my friend. That's all I'm going to say. We don't like Newtons. Newtons are a pain in the butt. I hate that guy. He's a jerk. A giant jerk sandwich. Yeah, like XR says, the Redeemers are just excellent weapons. I don't care what you put them on, they're awesome. PM says, Ocho is best when used right. I hardly use his ability. I stalk and walk with him, ability to rush and run. I mean, that ability will push people all over the map and push people off beacons, and there's about 1 million different ways you can use the Ochikochi's ability, so that's something you want to think about, though. There's a lot of different ways you can use that. That'll come in very handy. Wait, what do you mean? Dark says the Revenant buff is not working correctly. So he says it still has an 18-second cooldown. Yeah, I did kind of notice that, actually. I wonder if they decided not to buff that part of him. I don't know. Like, it definitely feels better to play, but I hear what you're saying. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they completely changed it the way they were going to, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they just decided to buff the hit points and not change the cooldown. We don't really know for sure. I mean, it's hard to say what they're going to do and when they're going to do it on this game. You know what I'm saying? They make things crazy and difficult. I'm trying to think of a cool way to do something here. I like to think about how to arrange different things sometimes. Make things better. Dark says the 9.7 rebalance has been really buggy lately. Well, that's a bummer. That's a giant bummer. Alright, Mohammed, how you doing today? What do you think about the Shenlao? It's a really cool little robot. It's really fun to play, but it does die easily. You got to make sure you got the right pilot skills, the right modules, the right drone on it. If you build it well, it can do pretty well, but it can also get stomped. So I think the thing is, it's a robot where if you play it correctly, you get rewarded for doing well with it, but it's designed to be really hard to use because it's so powerful. So I don't think they want that robot to be easy to use, to tell you the truth. I think they want to make it a giant pain in the butt. That way, we don't really go too crazy with it all the time and just obliterate everything on the map. I might be wrong, but I think that's why they set it up the way they set it up, is because they want it to be a very hard robot to play. And they've done a really good job at making it hard to play. But yeah, it's very hard to play. Some people may love that, some people may hate that, but that's how they got it set up, unfortunately. Dark says, Harpy isn't bad, but the Siren is better. I like the Harpy better because the Harpy is more durable than the Siren. But yeah, Siren does have better firepower, so kind of like to each their own, I suppose. I'm not a huge fan of the Harpy, honestly. I mean, the Siren. I don't really like playing the Siren. I mean, it's cool and all, but it's not really my thing. I've never really liked that one. I do like the firepower, but I would much rather have the durability of the Harpy. Oh yeah, Harpy with Hazard is awesome. Like anything that's like super squishy, I don't like things that are really squishy. I like to have a little bit of durability. Because if it's like 100% nasty squishy, then you die really fast. So Siren getting a reflector shield buff would be very nice. That may change things, I don't know. That may change things a lot. That's probably going to make them a lot better, honestly. Don't know for sure yet, but I think that's going to be pretty awesome. We'll find out eventually. It may not even make much of a difference. We won't really know until it goes live and we actually get to play it. But there's a lot of times where something looked really good on paper, but when you actually got to play it, it wasn't anywhere near as good as you thought it was going to be, so. Unfortunately, you do get that from time to time, where you're just like, oh, that looks awesome. And then you realize, oh, it's not really that good. Oh yeah, White Boy would like to see some of the old robots buffed. Me too. I would love to see some of the old robots get buffed. But unfortunately, you know, it's kind of hit and miss. You never know what they're going to buff. I mean, they are buffing old robots, but I wish they would buff all of the old robots. I wish they would take like everything that's old and out of date and change it back to the way it was before it was nerfed. That would be amazing. Of course, they'll probably never do it, but if they ever did, that would be sweet. I mean, that would be super awesome if they did that. I think we would all love that, honestly. That would be the best. I'm not sure why, but this crappy webcam I'm running makes my mouse go haywire. Like, my mouse doesn't move correctly when this webcam is installed. I'm not sure why it does that. I guess I could get out my real camera. Maybe next time I'll try the real camera. The webcam has a longer wire, so yeah. That makes it a little bit easier, even though it sucks. Dark Matter says, Siren and Harpy was a good concept, but the Bendy Bullet meta was horrible. Yeah, Bendy Bullets were awful to deal with. I'm glad the Titan Bendy Bullets don't bend around corners and hit you the way the original Bendy Bullets did, because that was so nasty. That was so horrible to have to deal with, honestly. It was crazy. It was super crazy, and I did not appreciate it one bit. Some people really loved it. Most of us hated it. Holy crap, Rabies. It says ECU Cossack. No. Don't do it. Don't do it. No ECU Cossack. Don't do it. Trust me. It'll be bad. It'll be all bad. You'll probably hate it if you try it. I mean, there may be some people out there who might like that, but I cannot say that I recommend it, honestly. I cannot recommend that at all. Now, you might recommend it, but I don't recommend it. To that, I say no. Don't do it. Don't do it. Come on. Or maybe I should say, you can do it. You can do it. I don't know. All right, I've lost the game chat. Where did it go? Good weapons for in areas and lower leagues. Pulsar and Magnetar. You can build them in the workshop, and they kick major buttocks on there. They lock people down, and then his ability can blast them when they're locked down. So Pulsar and Magnetar, or you can always go with like the radiation weapons like the Blights. I think either one would be awesome. They both have a 600-meter range, so I would say take your pick, but honestly, I like having the lockdown. I mean, you could put Punisher and Punisher T on there, but that would probably just be kind of so-so. Muhammad says, why is sometimes I written with shield health bar? Oh, I think you can have more than one shield. Sometimes you'll have a built-in shield, then you'll get a shield from the mothership. So the more shields you have, the more of a number. Sometimes you might have 3 or 4 shields built up, honestly. I think that's what you're referring to, is the number of shields that a person has. And I'm not really sure why sometimes it says 1. Sometimes it says 2. It's a little weird how they got that set up. But yeah, I think that's what that is. Raby says, win games capturing beacons without weapons. That would be pretty hard to do. I mean, you're not going to capture beacons without weapons unless your teammates kill all the red guys trying to take your beacon. But let's just say you're on a beacon with another robot and you don't have any weapons. There's no way you're going to get it away from the other player. I mean, it would be impossible unless your whatever you call it, teammates came and took care of it for you. I mean, that would be the only way, really. Teammates. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I'm seeing it right now. Let me go ahead and add that. There we go. Okay. I'm just adding things and doing stuff. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. What is that? Oh, wow. I didn't expect that to make noise. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I didn't know it would get louder and make a clicky sound. Rabies says, robots can't be infected with rabies. Are we sure about that? I think it's a possibility. I bet rabies infected robots might actually exist somewhere in the world. They're out there. Where out there? I don't know, but I have a feeling they're real. They're a real thing. They're probably pretty scary, and you probably want to stay away from them, but yeah. Nasty rabies robots. Nasty rabies robots. Not regular rabies robots, but nasty. Nasty. Well, don't ask what I'm talking about. I don't know. I say weird things. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm weird. You guys know that, though. Red October. Hey, hey. He says rabies, once it shows symptoms, you're pretty much dead. Yeah. Yeah, if you get bit by something and it gives you rabies and you don't get to the doctor instantly, unfortunately, you're done. You are done at that point. Your brain is going to be all messed up. And you're going to be foaming at the mouth and biting people, and it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good at all. So my advice would be, don't get rabies. And if you do get it, don't bite anybody, okay? Unless you're like a zombie or something. I mean, if you're a zombie, I would understand, but it's just a bad idea. I got a really bad headache. So I'm probably acting weirder than normal today because my head hurts. Red says, do you know that's where hair of the dog that bit you came from? Nope, I've never heard hair of the dog that bit you. I've never heard anybody say that, so. So if that's a saying, never heard anybody say, I've heard hair of the dog. I've heard people say that, and I was like, why would somebody say that? Now I know. Now I know. All right. Okay, so I guess our stream time is already over. We're 12 minutes over the regular stream time, guys. I'm not quite ready to end the stream yet, though. Maybe we'll go for another like 15 minutes or something here. Why not? Let's give it a few more minutes before we end the stream. But yeah, if you got any last minute questions, definitely get them in now before it's too late. If you got questions, ask them now. There's my bad Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. Ask them now, because I'll be back next Tuesday. All right. I can't do that accent very well. I'm sorry. That was horrible. I totally sucked at that accent. I mean, that was just really bad. Oh, man. That's all right, though. I tried, right? Venus, how you doing today? Jamil says, that saying has to be British. I don't know. I don't know if it is or not. Wait, they would take the rabid dog's hair and put it on the wound? That doesn't make any sense. How is that going to help? Yeah, how's that going to help? Why would they do that? That doesn't make any sense at all. But you know what? I'm not a dogologist, so don't ask me. I don't know why people do the things that they do, but I think people are crazy. I think people are super crazy. Missy Scott says, why Thursday? Well, next Tuesday is going to be the next question and answer, so I guess that's why I said Tuesday. Tuesday shall be the next Q&A. That's right. Q&A, Q&A, Q&A. Kron says, is the sidekick availability leveled up past 12? I don't think so. Let me take a look, but I don't think so. What are you seeing? You must have seen something weird going on. Wait, that's the Seeker. Hold on. What is a sidekick? That's like the... Oh, a sidekick. That's like one of the old school drones. I don't know. I have no idea what you can level one of those up to, honestly. I'm not sure. I don't have a good answer for that. Sorry, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever leveled up a sidekick. I don't even think I own a sidekick. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's so crappy, it needs more levels. Rabies says, my Warbot's handle used to be one dead clown. Now that's depressing. That's depressing, my man. Now you're bumming me out. Oh, man. Bumming me out. So, you guys got any more game questions? If so, let me know, let me know. I guess I don't know everything. Like, I don't know about the sidekick drone, but I do know some stuff. I do know some things. But I don't know the sidekick drone. Gamer says, sidekick is a tier 1 drone. Yeah, it sure is. Robot clowns that are rabbit. I don't know if that exists. If you're seeing rabid robot clowns, that is a little bit scary. I would say slowly back away. Like very slowly back away, because yeah, that's probably a very bad thing to be around. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near those dead robot rabies clowns or whatever they are. I would want to stay very, very far away from that. I would say, get those things away from me. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. That's just me, but that's how I would do it. I don't know about you guys, but that's exactly how I would do it. Alright, so Darnell Floyd, how's it going? He said, I abandoned Bane and Venom, just not getting the job done. They're good weapons, but compared to some of the newer stuff that just recently came out, like the last couple rounds of weapons, yeah, unfortunately, you're not gonna hang with the new stuff. The new stuff is insane, honestly. But I do like them. If you run them on like a Fenrir or a Revan or something that's a tank, I think those old school toxic weapons do well. But they're definitely not as good as they used to be. They're not really like my top choice for anything these days, but I can definitely play them if I need to, but there are many other sets of weapons that I would rather run instead. Missy Scott says, "Did we get a free yeah, we get a free gift for like the next, I don't know, 2 weeks. Now, I doubt it's going to be free robots every week, but it's probably going to be like, you know, a scorpion here, maybe a weapon here, maybe a data pad here. You know, just, I'm sure just a bunch of little things. But, you know, little things are nice. The little things add up eventually, you know? So that's definitely a good deal, in my opinion. I'm kind of happy that they're giving out some free stuff like that. I mean, Scorpion's actually a really good robot. It may not be the best robot in the game right now, but it's actually pretty awesome. I mean, I've always had a lot of fun playing the Scorpions. They've always been really good robots. They do kind of die easy these days, but if you're really good at playing them and really just, if you're cautious and kind of know when to jump in, know when to get out, they still do very well. Darnell said your Invader video years ago made me fall in love with them. Awesome. Invader's still really good. I like Invader a lot. It's very fun to play. It does a nice job. I like him. I mean, it's not as good as it used to be, but it's still very playable. I mean, for something you can build in the workshop, it's awesome. I kind of wish I had some of those ultimate shotguns to put on my Invader, though. That would just make it that much better. Those ultimate shotguns are great. I think I actually played the Ultimate Invader with Ultimate Orkans the other day. That was kind of fun. Raby says, I love little things. Cool. Oh, a shock train on the Scorpion? I don't think I would like that very much. Or the Volt. I think that's a really bad build, Rabies. The thing with the Scorpion is you're going to teleport right next to somebody and then you have the opportunity to leave. So what you want to have is weapons that does as much damage as possible quickly so you can teleport in, hit somebody, and then teleport back to safety quickly. So honestly, I don't think those are a great choice, but that's just me, I guess. Mech says, Hangar X has been changed. Yeah, I'm not really sure how often they change it nowadays, but it does change somewhat often. Personally, I don't ever play Hangar X. I'm not a Hangar X fan. I mean, some people might be, but Hanger X is not for me. I guess Hanger X is fun if you want to like one-on-one somebody or go into a custom game, but Oscar, what's up? Oh, I almost had a hiccup there. Hold on. Oscar, what's up, buddy? How you doing today? He says they add a new currency. Yeah, I saw that. So that's a currency you're going to be able to buy with real money and then purchase things in the game with it. I might be wrong, but I think the only way you can get that is to buy it with real money. It's kind of a weird deal, but it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is, I suppose. Jamil says, bring back the shock train. To that I say, no thank you. Do not bring back the shock trains. Those are the worst. Kron says, how do you play Hanger X? I think... Can you play Hanger X in a real game? I don't think you can. I think you have to go into a custom game to play it. When you go into a custom game, you can just choose your whichever hanger you want, and Hanger X is an option down there, so... Oscar, glad you're doing all right, buddy. But yeah, the new resource is so new, we don't know much about it yet. I don't really know how stuff's going to work with the new resource, so I can't really say whether I like the idea. I can't say if I hate the idea yet, but hopefully it won't be as bad as I'm thinking it's going to be, but we'll find out eventually, I guess. We shall find out eventually. But yeah. Clumsy, how's it going? Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly there. I'm probably not, but welcome to the live stream. Unfortunately, guys, some of you guys are coming in at the end. The stream probably should have ended about half an hour ago, but I figured, heck, we'll go a little longer. But if you guys got any last minute game questions, get them in before we end this thing. So if you got questions, let us know. Let us know ASAP and we'll try and answer those questions. Kron says new currency has never been good. You never know, bud. It might be awesome. It might be horrible. We just don't know yet. It may not really affect anything other than it is what it is, but we'll find out eventually, you know. It could be amazing. It could be horrible. We might realize we just don't care, but it's hard to say. I got a feeling it's not really going to be a big deal, but then again, you just never know, I guess. You just never know. All right, hold on. Check. I'm looking at something. Hold on. I'm talking to myself. I do that a lot. I don't know why, but I talk to myself too much. All right, hold on. Yeah. Oh, that's way too much. That's way too much going on right there. I'm just looking at some of the stuff I got going on the stream is all. Don't pay attention to me. What do I think about a Zenith Falcon? I think that would suck, but that would be fun to play. Zeniths aren't really great, but that would be fun. So Curry. All right. I don't know about Steam Curry, but I know Google takes something like a 30% cut. And that makes prices for us more expensive. But I know Google takes a huge amount of money. So Pixonic did open the web shop, just like I think games like Fortnite. There's certain games that you can download it for your Android device or your iOS device, but you can't download them from there because Google or iOS takes such a big portion of the profits. A lot of companies don't want to deal with it. But that does drive up some of the prices for us because they seriously take like a 30 or a 40% cut. Last I heard, it was some ridiculous amount. But yeah, I mean, that makes things more expensive for us when Google's taking such a large cut. You know what I mean? So basically, that means if Pixonic wants to make their money back, they got to crank the prices up another 20, 30, 40% to make up for that. But honestly, I mean, I can understand why they're doing what they're doing. It makes sense to me. But yeah, like Fortnite will not put their app on iOS or Android, even though you can get it for your phone. They refuse to do it. There's a couple other companies that are the same way because they just don't think it's right that they have to pay Android that much money. I could understand if it was like a 5% or a 10% cut, but I guess it's a really huge amount. Kron said, if I had the chance, I'd ask the world to dance. We can dance if we want to. We can leave this world behind. If you don't dance, then you don't dance, then you're no friends of mine. Is that from that song? Is that... I don't know all the words to that song, but that might be it. Maybe that's a different song. I don't know. Raby says, Google passive add something kingdom needs to die. I'm not sure what you mean, but these companies do have to make money somehow, right? For example, us YouTubers get paid. We make money because Google puts ads on our videos. So if it wasn't for that, I guarantee you there would be way less YouTube channels out there. But the ads are how we get paid and how YouTube gets paid and can stay around. So you just got to remember these companies do have to make money. If the companies ain't making money, they're not going to keep putting out a product or a service. So Billy Idol, dancing with myself. Yeah, I like Billy Idol. He's awesome. Yeah, I like Billy Idol. With a rebel yell, I cried more, more, more. Yeah, Billy Idol's cool. I think I saw him once at a music festival, if I remember correctly. I can't remember, where did I see Billy Idol? That might have been Memphis in May. I have an aunt that lives down there in Memphis, Tennessee, and I've been to visit her a few times, and every May they have this big giant music festival. Like I got to see War, Jerry Lee Lewis, Little Richard. I got to see the Black Crowes, Chevelle, Jerry Lee Lewis, Billy Lee Riley. Some of those guys are from like the 1950s, so you guys may not know who some of them are, but a lot of classic rock bands, a lot of 1950s artists. And I'm pretty sure I saw Billy Idol at the Memphis in May once. I could be mistaken, but pretty sure I saw him. Missy Scott says, y'all making me feel old. Oh no! Don't feel old, Missy Scott. Raby says, I know you're right, but there must be a better way. So honestly, I don't mind watching a 10 or 20 or a 30-second advertisement. Now, I don't think, I think it's messed up when they put on those advertisements that are like 3 minutes long or 15 minutes long. That's bullcrap. But I have no problem watching a short advertisement, you know, before a video, after a video, and maybe once or twice during a video, but ads suck, but I don't mind them too much. I just hate when I'm busy doing something and an ad comes on and it's like 15 minutes long. Then I'm like, man, I got to find my TV remote control. You know, I'm in the middle of doing something. It's like, I don't want to listen to a 15-minute long ad. What are you, crazy, Google? It's like, Google, you're nuts. You're nuts, Google. You're nuts. Google's crazy. But no, there should be a limit on advertising of 30 seconds, right? I think at one time there used to be like a limit on some of these ads, and then they upped it. Raby says, I watch the ads for creators, but I use ad block for movies. I don't blame you, but I think YouTube, I heard some rumors that YouTube actually has some sort of software that if you're using an ad block and it detects it, it's like slowing your computer down or something. So I guess YouTube's trying to fight back against it. Eventually they're going to try and make so if you're using an ad blocker, you won't even be able to watch YouTube, I guess. So I don't know. It's all crazy. But personally, I would like to get paid when people watch my channel. So I don't like when people run ad blockers, but you know, it is what it is. If they do, there's nothing I can do against that. But Google's actually trying to do something so people can't use the ad blockers anymore. And I don't blame them. I think that's kind of a good thing, I guess. But everybody, our stream time is up for the day. So I want to say thank you all for coming out. You guys are amazing. NDPNDN25. I don't know how to say that, but you're welcome. I'm glad you like the module tips, bud. I should have made a video about that a while ago. I've been kind of slacking on some of the more like tutorial helpful videos. Generally, those don't seem to get as many views, I've noticed. I don't know why. People like to see the builds, I think. People like to see the game news and the giveaways. Those are the ones that seem to go over the most, I've noticed. But yeah, I just want to say thank you all for being here. I appreciate everybody. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming out, hanging out with me on the live streams and watching my videos and everything else. I really do appreciate it. You guys are super amazing. If you could do me a big favor, don't forget to hit that like button before you go. Hitting the like button and leaving comments on videos is something that really makes YouTube like level up channels. So always remember to hit that like, hit that subscribe, and leave a comment. I'd appreciate that a lot, but thank you guys so much. And channel members, I really appreciate the extra support. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for being paid channel members. I need to figure out some, I'm losing my mouse. Hold on. I'm tangled up in the phone wires. The phone's trying to kill me. The headphones. Holy crap sandwiches. Hold on. There we go. That's a little better. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Hope you guys have an awesome day. And I'll be back on Thursday for another stream. We'll be doing some gameplay on Thursday. And Saturday, we'll be doing some gameplay streams as well. So, hope to see you guys there. Have an amazing day and catch you next time, all right? Later, guys.